Hope you're all doing well. I know you can't unmute and say anything, but I'd love to see you in the chat this morning. Good morning, Sylvia. Sylvie, excuse me, Sylvie. Good to see you this morning. Let me know where you're from. Let me know. Pop in where you're attending from this morning. It's always exciting to see that. Good morning, Margot. Awesome, Alonso from Monaco. Good morning, Alberto. How are you this morning? You
Good
can actually
morning.
say
Hello,
something.
everyone. Yeah, I say good morning, but I realized I was mute. So good morning, everyone. Hello from Spain.
And hello from the UK here. We've got Dubai. Oh, I want to go to Dubai. Everyone keeps talking about Dubai. Let's see. Let's go back here. Monaco and Malta and Romania. Ooh, that's a place on my list too. Dubai, Monaco again, Dubai again, Lisbon. Oh, I do need to go to Portugal. My friend is from Portugal, so we're going to go together. And he's from Porto, so but he's got all these different plans for me. I'm super excited about it. All the places to see. Uh, Merlin, Trofa, Oporto, Portugal. Is that all?
Porto, yeah.
All right, all right. Oporto, Monaco. Yes, we are sponsoring as Monaco this year, right? Very exciting information there. South Africa. I love seeing that. That's amazing. Awesome. Well, good morning, everyone. We are super happy to have you here with us, and we are going to go ahead and get started. This morning, we are talking about sweets, which is just an amazing conversation topic. I think sweets is really one of the places that we do such a great job with, and it's so exciting and fun to get to talk about this with you guys. So we're going to jump right in. We're going to start talking about this, and Alberto and I are going to be sharing the fun on this one. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. Sweets is, like I said, something that we do really well here in the UK or in Royal Caribbean. I'm in the UK. That doesn't mean that's from. Good morning. So we've got two different types of sweets, and we're going to talk about what both of those different sweet programs look like. One of them we'll talk about in more detail because we do have more ships that we're selling, more space on those ships that we do. So we'll talk about that in depth. I do love a good video though, so we're going to start out with this video about our sweets. At the end of the session, Alex is monitoring the chat for us. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and drop them in the chat, and then he'll answer those throughout. He'll also drop the link to this video in at the end. So here you go. Enjoy this video. All right, so Alex just dropped that link to the video in the chat for you guys. It is a WeTransfer, so make sure you download that in the next couple of days here so you can grab that. I think sweets are just such an amazing option. And when I was on the phones and talking to our customers directly, to our guests, I would always start the conversation with, should we look at a balcony or or did you want something a little more spacious, like a suite, more spacious and luxurious? So that was the point I would talk about. I did see a comment that you can't hear me. Is it pretty quiet? Do I need to work on my settings?
I can hear you, Christy. I don't know if it's not
Okay.
something general, but I can.
Okay. Might just be the volume needing to be turned up. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that in case anyone else is struggling with that too. But we have two different suite programs. We've got our Suite Life, which is our traditional program. We'll talk about those ship classes in a couple minutes here. But then we've got the Royal Suite class, and that is on a couple of our our current ship classes. So the Icon class is brand new, and then the Oasis class and the Quantum class all feature the Royal Suite class. We're going to spend a lot more time on that. But first, Alberto's going to come and tell us a little bit about our target audience so that we can really understand who we're targeting here.
Thank you, Christy. Yes, let's see who is the target audience for this kind of stateroom. But first of, before this, I think this training is especially important because it's very aligned with the strategy that we are all trying to follow in the 2024 for Royal Caribbean about increasing the yield and the APDs that is directly linked with the upper stateroom. So I think not only because of the added value that the suites provide to the guests, but also because of the improvement that we will see in our APDs, and we can see it in the slide. The commissionable APD for suites bookings in the European sailing season 2023 was $391, which is incredible. No, it will be obviously more yield for you, more yield for Royal Caribbean as well. So again, this is completely aligned with our strategy in 2024. And then when we go into details about generation groups, we can see that 24% of the bookings in suites categories are Gen X, 23% are millennials, and then 33% are minors, so 18 years old or below. If we go into the demographics, we can see that 63% are kids in the staterooms, at least one kid, and 30% are couples. And the most popular sailings in 2023, well, this makes sense because obviously the Oasis class is the one that is offering a wider offer of suite categories, but are all Symphony of the Seas, 7-night Western Mediterranean, and all of them in peak season, so August 6, August 13, and July 30th. Again, all this data is pulled from the European season, from markets like Italy, France, and other IRs. And even though there might be a perception that all suite guests are from markets like Middle East, it has amazing APDs, we also have hundreds of Europeans like Germans, Italians, or even Africans, Nigerians, or South Africans that book a ton of suites as well. We can see that the average the average age of the suite guest is 35 years old, which is lower than other categories, and we can see also on the generations. And therefore, we can say it's totally a family product. And then another benefit, rather than the APD, is also the anticipation. On average, we can see that the suites are booked 6 months prior to the departure, and on the Oasis class is 7.5 months before departure. So it's not only the APD, but also the anticipation that is benefiting from booking suites categories. Back to you, Christy.
Amazing. Thank you, Alberto. So we're going to talk first about our Royal Suite class. This is going to be pertinent to all ships in the classes of Icon class, so Icon and Star of the Seas, and then it's going to be any Oasis class ships as well as any Quantum class ships. Now, the ships that are in Europe this year in 2024 that pertain to this are going to include Oasis of the Seas, Odyssey of the Seas, and Anthem of the Seas. Of course, if you're taking your guests to any other regions, there are more ships to consider, but those are the ones that are specific to Europe. So if you're booking Europe for 2024, that's what you're looking at for this suite class specifically. Within the Royal Suite class, there are 3 different tiers. So we start with our C tier down here, then we go up to our Sky tier, and then we go all the way up to the Star tier. And each of these different tiers is going to bring different benefits, and they're going to build on each other as we go. We're going to talk about that, but also the room types that fall into each of these categories. So the first part is our C tier staterooms, and this is very simple to remember typically because it's our junior suites. So you're going to see the different ship classes in the 3 different columns here and which suites are on which class. So for example, on our Quantum class, we have our junior suite with a large balcony. On all 3 of our ship classes, we're going to find junior suites, just a traditional junior suite like what you see pictured here. And then on our new Icon class, we do have our Sunset Junior Suite. So here's just a quick image of what a junior suite is going to look like. You can see it's more spacious, it's wider, the balcony's bigger. You not only have a couple of sitting up chairs out there, but you've got a couple lounge chairs out there because there's more space. The bathroom is going to include a bathtub in a junior suite. So you get some nice little perks and benefits that come along with this, just simply in the space and the layout of the room and the benefits inside. And then, of course, here's just a quick image of our Sunset Junior Suite. These are absolutely gorgeous. Those balconies are designed to really take advantage of the evening sunlight and really enjoy that sunset view off the aft of the ship. When we move into our Sky Tier suites, Alberto, were you talking about this one? Am I imagining that?
Uh, I was talking about the Sunset Suite, but if
Perfect.
you want
Okay. It's okay. We'll get back to that in a minute then. So in our Sky tier, we have a number of different suites. There's so much variety here. You'll see that some of them are exclusive to our Quantum class, like our Sky Loft suite, as well as our Grand suite with a large balcony. That's something that we really do well on those Quantum class ships, is those large balconies. And then we have a number of new options that are available on our Icon class ships. So the Sunset Corner Suite, the regular Sunset Suite, the Infinite Grand Suite. So a number of different suites that are coming in. Oasis class, of course, is very good with doing lofts. So you've got the Crown Loft Suite as one of the ones in this tier of benefits or of suite styles. The Crown Loft is a favorite for me, and of course, this is available on Oasis Class. The reason it's a favorite is because this one actually is an accessible suite, which means that this is available for someone who is a wheelchair user or someone with mobility devices, that there is actually a lift or an elevator in the Crown Loft, in some of the Crown Loft suites. So if you're booking an accessible Crown Loft suite, that's one of the benefits that comes with this, which I think is absolutely amazing that we've done that, where we've got that opportunity for our guests to take these nicer suites and get that option. Owner Suite is a great classic option. It's gorgeously appointed, and you've got so many nice different luxuries in here. Grand suites are also nice. They're going to have a separation of space from the bedroom to the living space, at the same as an owner suite. Very nicely appointed. And then, of course, Alberto is going to talk about our Sunset Suite here.
Yeah, this is another new suite category on board Icon of the Seas. The focal point here is the floor to ceiling windows that I love it. I like this concept. We can also see here that the placement of the bed is facing directly the ocean, and it has direct views outside. And this is reinforcing the connection to the ocean and to the outdoors. This is something that I really like, to be laying on the bed and have direct views.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And in terms of accommodation, the suite has two twin beds that can convert to a Royal King, with a sofa bed that, well, is accommodating up to 4 people.
Amazing.
Then we go to the Shoreside Family Suite. Probably this is one of the favorites of everyone. I've been lucky enough to be last week on Icon of the Seas, and I can say Shoreside neighborhood is the perfect location for families. Is a perfect spot with all the facilities family and kids can think of. And it's beautiful neighborhood, and we have the Shoreside Family Suite. And as we can see here in the picture, the suite is designed for families, and it really gives everyone their own space. And if you look, something that Christian myself like, is on the right of the image, we see the main Royal King bed. Directly in front of that bed, we have a balcony that overlooks the Shoreside neighborhood. And also on the left of the balcony, we see the kids' room, which is beautiful. It has a pull-out sofa and also overlooks the Shoreside through a floor to sailing glass window. So essentially, you are getting a double views of the neighborhood activity. So yeah, very beautiful. And actually, both spaces are connected through a window, so the people in the balcony can have a direct view of the room for kids. So again, beautiful stay room, ideally for families enjoying the Shoreside neighborhood.
Absolutely. This is a great suite for those families for sure.
Yeah,
Thank you, Alberto.
thank you,
And
Christy.
then we are bringing about something new, and we're introducing this on a number of different ships, and this is our Sky Junior Suite. So basically what we're doing is we're taking that initial suite, that smaller entry level suite, if you will, that's a junior suite, and we're giving them most of the Sky tier benefits. We're going to talk about what the benefits are in a little bit here, but it's really quite exciting that we're offering that as an entry level space with those extra benefits. So this is a nicely appointed option. This is really truly a great choice for the Sky tier. Then we move into the Star tier, and the Star tier is where ultimate luxury is at. This is the definition of priority access. These suites get all of the amazing benefits that we can possibly come up with and offer. We start with the Royal Loft Suite, which is kind of the ultimate pinnacle of luxury. And then we move into the a couple of fun ones. So we've got the Ultimate Family Townhouse, which you'll actually see listed lower on the slide here, and the Ultimate Family Suite. These are the ones that everyone likes to talk about, and they're very limited in availability. There is a maximum of one on the ships that have an Ultimate Family Suite or an Ultimate Family Townhouse, one and done. So if you have guests who are looking at wanting to have this ultimate luxury, get them booked early. My understanding is that the Ultimate Family Townhouse is essentially sold out on Icon of the Seas for all open sailings at this point in time. So it's pretty hard to get. Then you've got a number of other options like the Villa Suite, which is a 4-bedroom suite available on Harmony of the Seas, Owner's Loft Suites, and Grand Loft Suites. Again, those lofts, those 2-story options are fantastic opportunities to explore the ship. And then we do have some different Aqua Theater suites in here. So the Ultimate Family Townhouse, as you can see, has a slide in it. Very exciting opportunity here with all the different pieces and dynamics. These are such family-friendly suites available. Uh, Alberto, did you get to see this while you were on board Icon?
I see it just from the outside, and it was impressive. I have to say, I didn't have the chance to go inside, but I've seen the one in the Oasis class, and it's already impressive. So obviously, Icon is a plus, and yeah, amazing,
Absolutely.
amazing, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've turned this one into a 3-story suite now. So it's not just the 2
Yeah.
stories like you get on the other ships. Now we've got a 3-story suite on the Icon class. So absolutely amazing. We've also got the Ultimate Family Suite. This is going to be that slight step down, just because we've elevated everything so dramatically with Icon of the Seas. You still got all sorts of different accommodations in here to really keep the room interactive and engaging for families, with the kids and the adults included. So this is kind of that ultimate option here for our guests. Here's an image of the Royal Loft, as you can see. This is, again, like I said, very nicely appointed, elegant, stately suites available for our guests. This is another one of those suites that is going to be limited. There is one on any given ship. We have a Royal Loft on my Icon, Oasis, and Quantum class ships. If you're on any of the other classes of ships, you're going to get a Royal Suite, and that's just a 1-story option. So there's always going to be one Royal opportunity. Then we've got our Icon Loft, which Alberto is going to share about.
Yeah, this is like a 2-level urban loft that has some of the most amazing panoramic views. It can accommodate up to 4 guests and has a master bedroom on the second level, featuring, as you can see in the image, a spacious living and dining area. The design is just made to feel like a more spacious, more open, and as you can see in the picture, the design and how it's distributed is just beautiful. And on board of Icon, we also have accessible Icon Loft, including an elevator for wheelchair accessibility. And as a final comment, it's very well located because it has direct access to the suite neighborhood that is, as you might know, the neighborhood exclusive for guests traveling in suite stay rooms. Back to
Amazing.
you, Christy.
I think this one is a lot of fun, and I'm sad that we have such a limited option of them. So the Villa Suite is available on Harmony of the Seas. This particular suite will sleep up to 14 guests. It has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. There's a hot tub or a whirlpool out on the balcony. You can see there's a long table outside. This is just a great, spacious room for those guests who are taking the entire family. This is one that's ideal to be able to max out. Some of the rooms will have our Royal King size bed, and then others will have the beds that can be converted into the Royal King or the Pullman beds in there to get us all the way up to that count of 14 guests in here. And then of course there is the sofa bed as well. So you've got lots of space to bring the whole family on this one. This is this is I mean, every single one of these suites, I keep saying it, every single one is the great suite, right? Like there's always something amazing here. I'd be happy to stay in any of them. I'm not going to complain about it. The Ultimate Panoramic Suite gets the view that the captain has. So
Yeah.
this is a full 270 degrees from left to right. You've got all the amazing ocean views, and then an amazing spa bathroom that's set up and nicely appointed. This one is going to be a double occupancy suite, and it is a special one because it doesn't have a balcony. So we do have a couple of different suite categories that do not include a balcony. In most cases, I recommend those for families who might have small children but still want the luxury of a suite and they don't want to worry about the balcony space. In this case, though, it's absolutely not missed because you've got all of those amazing views. This is probably my actual personal favorite. This is the one I would pick if I was picking as an aqua theater suite. We have 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom opportunities here. The reason that I love the aqua theater suite is because I'm very water oriented, right? I mean, it's a good thing I work for a cruise line. From an aqua theater, you get both a view of the ocean and a view of the aqua theater performance venue. So you can watch the show from up above. It's a great view. I got to do it last year. Absolutely amazing performance that way. You get to see the tight rope walkers and they're not that far away. It's pretty wild. So this is a great room that really gives you that full luxury of seeing all of the views. You're not missing out on anything. So Alberto, will you tell us a little bit about some of our Royal
Yeah,
Suite class benefits?
yeah. Now that we understand exactly what the stair rooms categories we have in each of the tiers, we go into the details and understand the benefit of each of these tiers. So let's start with the C tiers benefits. We have included dinners at Coastal Kitchen. Reservations are required for the restaurant. We also have backstage entertainment tour and bridge tour, which is something, very exclusive for these guests. Royal Caribbean Plus bath rolls for use on board, luxury pillow top mattress, Lavazza espresso coffee machines for those coffee lovers. And we also have the luxury bathroom amenities for the C tiers guests. Then we go to Sky tier benefits. It's a bit more, includes a little bit more than the C tier. We have concierge service. We also have all-day access to Coastal Kitchen, plus the Grove restaurant on Icon of the Seas, well, on all Icon class actually. We also have a specialty bottled water upon arrival, complimentary room. We also have priority dining reservations, backstage entertainment tour and bridge tours, access to suite sun deck and suite lounge access, and also all the benefits that were included in the C tier that we have seen in the previous slide.
I do want to call out here real quickly, Alberto,
Yeah.
because this is a change that's happened, is that if you are in one of those Sky Junior suites, you're going to get the Sky tier benefits that are listed here. However, you're not going to get the Wi-Fi unless you are on Utopia of the Seas, Spectrum of the Seas, or Icon of the Seas. So those are the only 3 ships where you will get the Wi-Fi included in your Sky tier benefits, specifically for the Sky Junior suites. So that's something that we want to make sure we're calling out here to our customers.
Yeah, important point. And then finally, Star tiers benefits, the benefits that we all want when we go on board. So exclusive access to Royal Genie service, beautiful. We will comment on this on few slides. All-day access to Coastal Kitchens, same as we've seen recently. Also the Grove restaurant on Icon class, complimentary specialty restaurants, complimentary deluxe and refreshment beverage package, amazing. Galley tour, backstage entertainment tour, and bridge tour. Still and sparkling water replenished daily. Complimentary gratuities are included in if you traveling on a Star tier. Complimentary boom, and all the benefits that we've seen already in the tiers Sky and C. Next slide.
Amazing. I do want to mention real quickly here that in order to get the complimentary restaurants, you do want your customers to go ahead and book those when they're ready to know what they want to do for their dining. The Royal Genie has amazing privileges that they can do, but they can't put extra seats in the dining venues. So if a venue is booked, there's no other option. It's full. We're at capacity. They can't put extra tables or extra seats in there for your customers. So get them to book their specialty dining. Costs are taken care of and that's all reimbursed and taken care of, but they do want to get those booked if that's what they want to do. It's all going to be complimentary in the big picture, okay? Fun fact, I learned all about that at one point last year. I was like, oh, that's how this works. So don't expect that they're going to be able to get on board and be like, oh, we just want to go to this restaurant or that restaurant tonight. Book it in advance.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And then we've got our coastal kitchen dining. So this is that elevated experience. This is going to be the West Coast meets the Tuscany Hills dining choices. It's really a Mediterranean riches meets California's bountiful farmlands. You're going to have things like sea bass cervece and Central Valley sliced avocado and homemade blueberry pie, and Med-inspired tastes like Serrano ham and whipped goat cheese and roasted grapes. So this is an elevated dining experience for our suite guests specifically. Although, fun fact, if you have a Pinnacle member, they also get access to Coastal Kitchen dining. Again, this is available for Star, Sky, and C tiers. C only gets it for dinner, so those junior suites are getting this for a dinner benefit, unless they're in that Sky Junior suite. Then we've brought about the Grove Dining, which is exclusive to our Icon class and exclusive to Star and Sky guests. This is a new venue. It's also very exciting. It's an outdoor alfresco casual buffet serving Mediterranean cuisine, and it is available for breakfast, lunch, and afternoon light bites. Then in our different tiers of suites, we do have luxury bathroom amenities. So L'Occitane is the brand that we offer in all of our suites. We also have a suite lounge available on these three different ship classes. So our Quantum, Oasis, and Icon class ships are all going to have star lounges where the Star and Sky guests can go, suite lounges where they can go. There's also a suite sun deck, and actually an entire suite neighborhood on Icon and Wonder, and soon to be Utopia here. Will all have access to at least a suite sun deck, if not a whole suite neighborhood. Again, Star and Sky guests get the benefit of the suite sun deck. And our star guests get the additional benefit of luxury bathroom amenities or bedroom amenities. So Frette Linens, which is a very well-known brand. We've got more suite benefits and services that are available. I'm not going to touch on this for very long. Things like priority boarding and priority dinner reservations, expedited boarding and luggage assistance on the star tier, different accesses to different performances and things like that. So this is a really great piece of information that there's just so many awesome things. If they're going to Labadee, which is our private destination in Haiti, they do get access to the Barefoot Beach Club as well as Barefoot Beach Cabanas for booking if they're in a suite. All right, and then we talked about it very briefly. We've got our Royal Genie, and this is exclusive to our star tier guests. So the Royal Genie does so many different things. They can plan parties, and they will reach out to your customer weeks in advance, typically 6 to 8 weeks in advance. Kind of ask them some questions, understand them better to make sure that they're catering directly to your customer. So this is something that is exclusive to those star tier ship staterooms, which just for reference, there are anywhere between 8 and about 12 star tier suites on any given ship in these three classes. So they are exclusive, they are limited. When you consider how many guests are on board and how many staterooms we have, the fact that there are 8 to 12 of them is very exclusive. Let's spend just a couple minutes talking about our Suite Life with Royal Caribbean, which is our traditional suite program. This is going to be for those more classic traditional ships. We do have 4 different classes that I want to make sure you guys really understand this, because if you tell a customer on a Freedom class ship or a Voyager class ship that they're booking a Royal Suite and they're going to get to go to Coastal Kitchen for dinner, they're going to be really upset when they find out there's not a Coastal Kitchen on board the ship. That's going to come back to you. So make sure you're selling the right set of suite benefits to your customers. So if they're on a Vision class ship, a Voyager class ship, a Radiance class ship, or a Freedom class ship, those ships do not have the suite benefits from the Royal Suite class. They have the traditional suite program, and Alberto's going to tell us just a little bit about that.
Yeah, let's view what the traditional suite program, what are the amenities for this traditional suite program. For grand suites and above, and also ocean view suites with no balconies, we have the following amenities: so priority check-in, backstage entertainment tour and bridge tour, concierge club, reserve prime seating for entertainment, priority tender tickets on select cruises, VIP pool deck seating, also complimentary water and fruit on boarding day, full breakfast, lunch and dinner dining rooms menus available for in-room dining, exclusive range of bathroom amenities, luxury spa bathrobes and sleepers for use on board, complimentary pressing service on formal night, plus double and bedding and special pillow menu. So as you can see, there are important difference between the traditional program and the one we have in the new classes. And then for junior suites, it's a bit more reduced, but we still have dedicated suite attendant catering to guest special requests, backstage entertainment tour and bridge tour, tea and coffee service in suite, bathrobes, bathroom amenities, and also plus double and bedding.
Awesome. So still some very nice benefits.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you know which ships those are on. So those 4 different ship classes. All right, that's going to bring us to the end of our session. I do have a feedback form. I would love it if you guys would take a second and fill this out for me. You can scan this QR code real quick. Alex is also dropping the link in the chat. If you want to just copy that link right out of the chat, you can do that in a few minutes here when you have that time. I'll leave this up for just another second. And then we do want to show you real quickly that we have a few more sessions coming up. So we've got how to save your guests money. Natalia is going to be hosting that, and she's going to have Babs with her from France, which is amazing. Then we've got how to proactively attract mice groups, and that's going to be with our mice team. Traveling to Europe, sailings with kids, that's going to be with Max, who has joined me already this year, and Matt will be joining him as well. They're both dads, and they both have some insights on that. And then we're going to be talking about selling cruises to different generations. So I'll be hosting that again, and Alex will be joining me as a proud millennial. All right. So that is the end. I'll bring this back up for a second. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you had a great time, and we look forward to seeing you at the next session. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you everyone for joining. Bye.